folks, and welcome back to Mindustry. Last time we took care of Split. This time we have to go, I think it's called Basin. Where's that? There it is. Yeah, Basin. I got it right. All right, this one we know is going to be a little tougher. It's a high enemy threat base. Let's find out what we got. So, large enemy presence detected in this sector. Build units quickly and capture enemy cores to gain a foothold. I am not feeling good about this one. I'm going to tell you that straight out. We're coming from Atlas. We got plenty of resources. Let's launch in here and see what the heck we can do. But again, I'm not super hopeful on this one. Let's see. Do we start out with anything? I do love that part of this game that we at least get... Whoa. Okay. At least get stuff to start out with. Looks like we're going to have a problem down here. And we have some problems up there. Power-wise, how we doing? We're doing all right. I would like to build another one. Oh, there's a friggin' base right there, man. Holy goodness. All right, so we'll get that figured out. Let's see here. Bop. 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 I actually would rather that be like right there. Just to be a little bit more symmetrical because I'm weirdo like that. All right. Let's take a look here. We need, we have our silicon production. All right. It's producing. Cool. We don't have a lot of graphite, and there's a few more little veins of beryllium, but that's not that much. Now, the instructions noted that we needed to work on getting, whatchamacallit first, units set up. But I really, really, really want to build some of these things, but we can't do anything right now because we don't have enough silicon to really do anything of note. So we're not going to worry about that part of the game right now. We're just going to focus purely on trying to make sure that we have enough, well, first we just need enough base things to get rolling here. So that's what we're going to focus on right now, is just trying to get some of the basic things set up. After that, I don't know if we're going to go with the tank or what we're going to do to get this thing really rolling. But we'll figure that out in due time. All right. I can never get the distance right of how far away I can be to get this working the way that I want it to work. All right, and we have 2 cores that we're dealing with. So we need to destroy one quickly to kind of establish, I don't know if this is the right word, dominance, but we need to establish that we aren't going to be messed with here. So I'm going to get one of these set up somewhere down here, I guess. Or I want it to be closer to, I want it to be within core range. So we'll probably put it there. And then I'll put on a little splitter jobby doobie, also known as a duct router. And we'll flow that down. Hooray us. And I'm probably going to want to put in some protection around all of these items here. So that bad boy has at least power now, or ammo. We don't have this side protected at all right now, but we can only do so much. And let's go in, and do I want to build I think I want to build a tank. Because the tanks then can lead to, not that, but the tank refabricator, which gives us this locust. Yeah. And look at this. We can actually get the mech one set up too. I did not check to see if there are any upgrades available to us. Can't do it. Can't do it. Won't do it. Reinforced pump pumps out. Okay. That one's interesting, but not something I'm super worried about right now. Slag incinerator. Ooh. Incinerates non-volumetric or non-volatile items into liquids or require slag. How does that work? I don't know what we get out of that. Okay. But we have something that we can do with that if we wanted to. Nothing over here. We do have this chain continuing down. And then we have this. We can afford it. And that also means that we can get one of these. Fires dual shells at enemy targets. Targets enemy projectile defense turrets. Can step over most terrain. Heck yeah, that sounds awesome. What does that take to build? Silicon and tungsten. Okay. The locust, does that require tungsten? No. Oh yeah. Okay. Sadness. Okay. So we can't build that yet. So we're just going to go with a tank fabricator to get started with here as our most basic unit of production. I guess I wouldn't call it production, but our most basic unit, that's what we're doing. And then it requires silicon and beryllium. So we're going to get the mine here, and this stuff is going to be ours. Hooray. Oh, no. Let me. There we go. Hooray us. All right. So then I can build this stuff going there and there. Bop it up, dup. Bop it up, dup. All right. We should. That will at least get us started with units here. Again, I don't know. I want these guys to output over here, I think, because we at least have a defensive line here. It's not the best defensive line. It's not a good defensive line. But I'm hoping that, and I don't know that this wall necessarily ends right there. I think it does, but I'm not positive. I'm hoping that there's some tungsten back in this area that we don't have to deal with that. But judging by the map, we're going to have to deal with something there. But I just don't know what it is quite yet. So we'll have to cross that bridge when we come to it. And we definitely need to be able to generate more of this. I'd really love to find some more graphite as well. But if we can knock this area out quickly, that's going to be really helpful for us. But our big problem right now is we don't have the tungsten that we need to really continue building this out. And I'm just going to move these over. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, we're on the negative side of power. Okay. So I'm going to take just this one unit, and we're just going to go exploring over here and hope and pray and dream that we at least find some more graphite. We got more power. That's good because we're out of power right now. All right. Continue our quest out this way. I don't want to find any enemies. That's the main thing we're trying to avoid right now. We're not strong enough in any way, shape, or form to deal with bad guys. Okay, we do have slag over here, which is going to be able to output something. Again, oh. Go back, go back, go back. I don't want to play with you. You're not my friend. I don't want to be friends with you. Don't like you very much. We're just going to leave you be. Up there's a little bit graphite there. Let's see if there's any more over on this side. There's a little bit more there, but again, we're not dealing with a whole lot of stuff here. I have not discovered any. Oh, that's going to be a big enemy base if that's what we're dealing with here. Oh, goodness. Okay. So that's going to be a problem. That's a lot of bad guys for us, and we're going to have to figure out how to deal with that properly here sooner rather than later. I am going to try to, hopefully, carefully, get this built. And I'm not real hopeful that that's going to be a good thing for us. But I can get a radar out here, so I might as well put one in. Already getting shot at. Fantastic. Great news. Luckily, these guys don't do enormous amounts of damage. Still annoying though, especially that we haven't really had a chance to get anything over there really truly established. So no, stop attacking me. We need to build another one back up. You need to attack him too. All right, and this whole crew is going to sit over here. We're going to have to build some walls of some type because we're just going to keep getting attacked here, and it's going to suck. It's not going to be fun. So before I get the walls set up, I probably should just get... See, I don't... Chase them down. Follow them. Don't just let them exist out there. All right, but I'm going to do this. I'll get this guy set up. Like that, I guess? I don't know what I'm doing right now. This is where I feel very elementary here as we kind of get back into the game. Here we go. Okay. So I'd like to build another one of these out this way. Hey guys, go attack them. What are we doing? Why is this a thing that I don't like our units. They kind of suck. Alright, so we need to protect this area here. Great. We're going to protect this area here. Great. And our other core down here hasn't... We know they're there, but they haven't done anything to us quite yet. There we go. Okay. It's not a promising start, but it is a start that we have going on here. Let's go ahead and put another one, because the more we can sandwich these things together, the better off we're going to be. I'm trying to make this as unattractive as possible so that they... Ah, crap. Go, 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 go. All right. So we have that at least started here. We're going to take... I guess we're going to take this entire crew and start trying to explore a little bit. We know we have a weak spot right there that we can go attack. And hopefully we can head off some of these attacks by keeping them distracted over here. Oh, we got melted by... do you see what I see? There's tungsten, baby. All right, they're coming from over here farther, so we will have to reevaluate. But if we can at least capture a tungsten area, we can get better units, which are going to help us out a whole lot more here. They kind of charge as they start to lose life. It's weird. All right, but we're going to come up there with these guys. I feel better about what we have going on here right now. And I'm just going to try to close this area in as much as possible as well. And I'm so used to having to fly out of the way because I'm going to get shot at, but that's not the case in this one. We don't have to worry about that at all. All right, and then this crew I'm going to have unload, let's say down there. I'm going to jam that area up if we can. And let's start exploring a little more here. Now these guys aren't doing like crazy damage, but they are hurting them. What is that? Impact drill. Okay. And we're hopefully being able to at least keep these guys busy enough that they're not going to attack us over here. All right, we're just going to set up over here because we can... That's a core, baby. All right, so these guys can kind of be our early warning system. I just need to get away from the walls that are going to protect them a bit. And our main goal right now is to just knock out their ability to produce power. Guys, defend yourselves. What is the deal here? I would like to get my own power setup and all that, but I think we need to beat the Bastion before we can do any of that. All right, we have to have more of these guys, right? So I want those unloading down there as quickly as possible. There we go. All right, we got one done. Heck yeah. That opens up a whole world of fun for us. All right, we have to be able to build up another core here. And to do that, it's going to be a little bit of work, but we'll get there. I'm just determining if I should... I'm going to pause real fast. Do I start building out this stuff and the power, and then we'll have the core later, but I can build defensive stuff? I think that's how I want to play this right now. So if I can get a breach like somewhere down here just as a defensive measure, maybe 2 of them, that will protect this area. Then we can set it up as a factory. Plan? Plan. All right, let's do it. So we need some of these bad boys. We'll get them connected together. Just trying to save space if I can. All right, we got that. After that, we need our beam, or what are they called? Plasma bore, that's it. Plasma bore, bam, 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 and nope, I can't put one there. Okay, not a big deal. That one exists there. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Then we'll get that established, hopefully, here. All right, they're coming to mess with us now, so we need to... Or no, that's one of our guys. Cool, never mind. My bad. Sorry, dude. Is that one of our guys? Yeah, it's one of our guys. Okay. I'm going to stop having these guys drive over there. I'm just going to have them gather up there right now. All right, and then we're going to throw some breaches in there. And our hope here is that if we have that established... Ooh, they're getting shot at. They're right on the edge of one of their areas there. Oh, goodness gracious. I knew these looked wrong. You know why they looked wrong? Because I put in pipes instead of the ducts that we needed to have there. All right, I'll fix that real fast. I'm sorry. If you were screaming at your computer or however you're watching this, I wholeheartedly understand. I am an idiot. There we go. Okay. Now we are getting shot at again. They are slowly starting to produce some more units, so we'll just make sure our little area here is well protected. Hopefully. Again, I have no idea what I'm doing here, so bam, bam, bam. Fantastic. And I'm actually crippling our ability to do more right now because I'm spending a lot of our silicon that we've built up just to build defensive structures here. So I'm not going to build that one yet because we need 1,000 silicon to build the next core. That guy, the core bastion. And we're not there yet. We also need more beryllium, but that's easy to make. We're using it up a good bit right now, and that's okay. So these guys are all ammoed up. And then we have that one ready for when it's time to go, but we're not going to worry about that quite yet. All right, farther down here, we have not had any inkling that they are going to bother us there. This crew I'm going to actually put over there just as a deterrent or as a way not to get messed with there. And we really need more units so that we can start messing with them back over here, and that we can get upgraded units for the next spot that we're going. Whoa, what was that? What is that thing? Did you see that? It was like a little laser beam just Boom. And we're donezo. Okay. That's interesting. I don't like that one bit. Let's see. Can I mine? Okay. See, this gives me false sense of confidence because we can deal with little waves like that and it's not a big deal. And this one we need to get up to 1,000. So I'll mine some of that. Oh, I can throw an overflow on there, can I? Overflow duct. Have that go out like that. Because this does build up as we build units. All right. We are slowly but surely gathering up more of all of the resources that we have. And the hope here is that we're going to be able to produce a lot more stuff very quickly. But who knows if that happens or not. But we did take care of one of the 2 cores. And I want to see what's down here real bad, but I'm not tempting fate right now. I don't think we can afford to. I don't know if the other core is up in this area, which seems likely. But also just as likely, we have that giant area down there. So I don't really know. I want to find out, but I also don't. So we're just going to keep building this up. Make sure we get our 1,000 in the beryllium area. They're having a good time messing with us, and that's not good. All right, so I'm actually going to send a duct router like that. Just so we fill that up a little faster. And we're getting crushed on power. Why is that so? All right, I need more graphite. And we're just going to keep an eye up here to see what's what. I'm actually going to get rid of this radar, I think. It doesn't really add anything to us, and it also was stopping us from having power, so we solved that problem a little bit. Actually, we did... Oh, goodness. There we go. Now we have all the stuff we need. And we're on our way to that 1,000. Slowly but surely, we will win that race. Doot. All right, we're doing just fine on the power end of things right now. They are continuing their assault. We need to get over here. All right, we have our 1,000, which is what we really needed so that we can start doing something more productive over here. So we're going to go over and build our core bastion. Shazam. We'll take an overflow duct. Put it in there just cuz. Then we'll at least have a very basic motive that's started. Get the graphite hooked up as well. Bam, 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 bam. All that's going to float into there like so. All right. Really happy with that. Sort of. There's still more we need to do. How are we doing power-wise over here? Well, we're fine. Okay. So I need silicon. We're just going to stick that. Sure. Right there. These guys are now going to go this way and in there. Okay. Then I can just output this and drop it onto that because it doesn't really matter. And we need the cliff crushers. I'm really not good at the names yet. I've never really been good at the names, but I'm even worse right now. Like, this is tough. All right. Power-wise, we're still doing all right. We're gonna suffer as soon as we start producing our sand stuff here, but it's something we don't really have an option. We have to do it. All right. Now we'll get our beam nodes. See, I'm going to make this nice and short if I can. Here we go. Yeah, you can see we're already down on there, but we do have the ability to add power to this, which thank God we do. There we go. Okay. We're at homeostasis as far as power goes. We're looking good with that. We're rebuilding some of our resources that we were down previously. Not a ton, but enough that this is all being fed. And then what I need to do is get some tungsten going. So that requires that we have an impact drill. I'll put that. Looks like 1.16 is the best we're going to do there. Okay. Then I can use our water. Or no, I can't do anything with that. All right. We'll have that fly over like that and drop in. You will join on with that. And then we can't do that. It doesn't like to turn. Here we go. We're back down on our power list of stuff. So we just need to... There we go. We're back up on power. And look at that. We have our first tungsten coming into play here. Fantastic. We're going to get rid of those two because we can build another thing there. Can armor up around it. Same's going to happen with this. We'll just put some armor around there. And I have not been keeping tabs on our stuff to the south. So I need to see what's going on there to see if we are actually fighting the good fight or getting our butts kicked. They are still attacking there, like as in recently, they're still attacking there, but it looks like we're fighting the good fight enough to exist there. So we'll do that. I'm tempted to throw more, like maybe back here or up here, or maybe even like down here. I think that's what I'm going to do. Just trying to give us the best chance at winning here. And I know I'm neglecting down here, and I know I'm probably going to pay for it, or I was supposed to go down there and get tempted into it, and then, because that's the easier of the two. But I don't want to go explore. I want to see this base. I want to see what's going on with that. And I really think that the bastion's there. I think down here is probably a distraction. Oh, crap. Speaking of, oh, goodness gracious. How did they get through that easily? That was way too easy. So we're going to add some help. And we'll see what that does. Again, I don't really know what I'm doing right now. I'm just trying to figure this out. I'm just hoping that if we strengthen that area, it's going to help us out longer term here. We'll see what that actually brings for us. And this is crushing our beryllium, but it needs to happen. Like, it's not an optional activity right now. We have to do it. All right, as far as those units go, we have 20 of 30 built. Okay. Pretty happy with this right now. So I think, how's our power here? Not the best. Because if I do a tank fabricator, it's 120. So I already need more power than what I have access to right now to do this. All right. I'm trying to think through how to solve this problem. Oh, hold on. There's more beryllium that we can get up here too. I should probably tap into that while I'm thinking about it. So I'll do that. Bam, 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 bam. Go. At least I think part of the problem we're running into over here too is that we're losing out. When they come attack us, you can see that there's not ammo stockpiles, and there needs to be ammo stockpiles. All right, I'm going to take this whole force. Everybody that we have here, which is a total of 18 units, I'm going to bring them right over here right now. Because once I can safely tap into this or this, we're going to be in good shape. I'm tempted to come down here first and just see if this area is weaker or if we have access to more easy power, or really anything else there. But I'll wait for the whole 18 to assemble. And we haven't had any bad guys come in while we were doing that, which at least I didn't see if we did. So that's a plus. There's 2 of the power spots there. Fantastic. All right, let's take out your ability to do that. You can see they have the reinforced container and that, which is awesome. It's so funny. Once they start getting targeted, I wonder if when they blow up, if they cause damage. If that's the reason for that. Deconstructor. Well, I don't mind if we do go in here at all. Oh, look at this power source area. Heck yeah. I don't think we're going to be able to continue that way anymore, so we have to assault this area, which is probably why it's all set up. But look at the amount of power that's set up over there. Man, you could have lots of fun stuff that happens there, I think. Nope, sorry guys. You don't own this anymore. This is mine. Nothing you can do about it. Now, what I really want to be able to do is tap into that power. I think to do that, though, I'm going to have to build some stuff out here. I just don't know. The range of the breaches isn't the best. Okay, so there's another circle over there. Does that mean there's another core there? Are there, like, multiple? I don't know. All right, I want to completely wipe them out from there. Yeah, I know. We're going to come over here and try to keep this spot safe. If we can do that, I'll be very happy. All right, we're not getting shot at there, which is obviously a big plus for us. Got those there. All right. Gonna carry over as much as I can here. This isn't even the power spot I'm really needing to hook up, but I just want to get it there as quick as possible if I can. Get rid of that. Okay. Hold on, are they rebuilding this? Is that something that's happening right now? It is. They are absolutely rebuilding that, aren't they? Yeah, we just need to have our presence there. They can't be allowed to rebuild any of that. All right, so hopefully we can put this stuff here. Do the same thing here, maybe? I don't really know what I'm doing. Can we get a radar? I'm really using the radar just to make sure we can always see what they're doing there. And luckily we have such good numbers there. They're not really being able to attack us like they would probably want to or need to really stage a good assault. I will replenish that area with more units. And then we need to work on getting that power distributed all the way out here. So if I put that there. And the whole purpose of this is just so that we can supply our future expansions here, or should I say our units with better units. All right, so now all of our stuff is connected together as far as power sources go and all of that. Cool. All right, so the next step is we need to get a tank fabricator followed by the tank refabricator. All right, so this one just requires that we have silicon and beryllium. Not a big deal. Have both of those. So I'll put that there, I guess. And then I'll put on a duct router right there. It's going to continue to go up, over. I don't know why I just did that ridiculous path, but that's the path I chose. So we're going to go with it. And then from there, it's going to go into... All right, we start that up. Then it's going to go into the tank refabricator, which needs a whole bunch more stuff, right? All right, you need... Oh, you need the gas. Crap. All right. And silicon and tungsten. Awesome. Just all the things we need. All right, so it's okay. We'll get it done. Actually, I need that to not be right there. So we got that. Silicon's also going to output. Come into there like so. I do have enough for a liquid tank as well. So I'm going to slap that right there. Hopefully it will fill up. It's sort of going. That's fine. And then from there, where is that thing at? None of those. Nope. 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 There it is. Okay. The electrolyzer. That's right. All right. So we need to, we put water into it and we get hydrogen and ozone. And one is pink, one is bluish. I need to go to the, I can't tell the colors. I'm colorblind. So it's, makes life a little bit tougher to figure out what's what. Tank refabricator. All right. We need hydrogen. Okay. All right. So I'll get that in there. The hydrogen is which color? The bluish one. I don't know what I can do with the ozone, but I figure might as well pop it out. Now we have this bad boy getting ready to fight. It's already being made, which is fantastic. I didn't think it would actually start that quickly, but I'm very happy that it did. We have some more water choices, so we can bring up more water for all of this stuff if we wanted to. Which I don't see any reason not to, so I'll do that little bit of work. Look at that. Something of beauty. So our water levels should be going back up here. But look at that. We got one. Okay. Taking a look farther down, we don't have any explosion marks or anything like that here. This area has still been relatively quiet. Do I tempt fate? Oh, no, there is no fate to be tempted. That's the edge of the map. My goodness, I'm an idiot. Okay. So I wasted a lot of resources on nothing there. Okay, whatever. That actually reassures me quite a bit because we have other things we can do here. I'm going to very quickly here go on to the tech tree. And I've been thinking about that slag thing. So this one, slag incinerator. Incinerates non-vital items or liquids. Requires slag. Okay, we'll research it and see what it does. What I was thinking is that I could just put it onto... No, okay. What I was originally thinking was that it will... You input and output is slag. I don't understand that. But what I was thinking originally was that you put slag into it and you get liquid out of it. That would have been cool, but that's not the case. So no point in worrying about that. All right. We need to go assault this thing and take away its ability to laser us to death here and just knock out that water source and it should be good. Yeah, you can already see it's done. Can't do anything to us. And we have a battle ensuing right now. All right, whatever that gas is, that's the ozone. Oh, that's the ozone. Okay. So it's doing a number on all of that. All right, but we are moving up in the world here. So we know there's another core. We just got to find it. I'm having fun just knocking out all their power options. The second you remove power, you can't do much. Like right there. This guy's making units, but if he doesn't have power, he can't make anybody. And there's the core. So we're going to have this one captured in no time. Guys, go up and attack the core. Oh, everybody join together and attack the core. They can't do Bupkis to stop us at this point. We have ruined and destroyed their lives in just wonderful, wonderful fashion. I'm going to take a couple of these guys over and just explore where they're going with this line here. Hey, there we go. We got that one taken care of. And then we have even more fun options over there. It is cool that you could have crawled over and avoided that area at all if you wanted to, but I think we're much better off for taking care of that and exploring it a little bit. So folks, thanks for joining me as always. I do appreciate your time, and I will see you in the next one because we have this sector. Oh, whoa. What is this nuclear launch detected? What does that mean? Hello? What the heck does nuclear launch detected mean? All right, well, we're going to keep going for a little bit then because I want to know what's going on there. I'm going to pull my crew back because it doesn't seem like we're able to, like usually we get ownership of this stuff, but we don't have that right now. So I'm not going to build anything in that area. I'm a little worried about this area as well. So any of these, I'm just going to have them get placed over there, I guess. I'm going to move some of these guys out here. Put you there, you guys there. This whole crew. I'm going to move them back. Because I gotta understand what this nuclear launch business is. Oh, what is, okay. So we need everybody out of there. All crews, everybody needs to get sent over there ASAP. All right. Does that mean that we're going to be that crap? That means that all of this needs to get built out of that radius because they're going to wipe that area out. And I'm assuming they're going to start trying to flood in from down. See that yellow or that blue circle? Oh yeah. Okay. So we need to start designing for that. Right, these guys are right on the edge of that, but we can't do anything to help them. All right, I need to get so much stuff done here now. Crap. That was not on my bingo card of stuff that I had to deal with, but I suppose it should be because this game is always throwing loops whenever it can, which is one of the reasons I love it, because it's so much fun to deal with. But I don't know if I enjoy this particular outcome. Does that mean I should deconstruct stuff to try to save some cash? I feel like right now it's more important to build up defenses. Especially because I don't know what actually is going to happen. Like, is this going to eliminate all this and then we just go? Or is it going to, like, rock our socks off and it's going to be a big problem? Alright, so while that's all doing its thing, this is going to come all the way down here. Scoot over there, then down there. Nope, don't care about the wall yet. We need to get all the units established for this. Nuclear launch detected. I'm flabbergasted. I don't know what to do right now. I don't want to build another core back there because I don't know if it's actually going to be useful to us or not. But at the same time, I think it absolutely is going to be useful to us. I'm hoping this little area will be bottled up enough that it shouldn't be a problem for us. Alright, what I should do is also put like a reinforced container down here. And then duct unloader. Okay, one thing we could do though is if this does all get wiped out. Okay, I have a dumb plan. Let's enact the dumb plan. All right, so if I do all of that, I can have this come out of there. I can have this, can I jump? Are these allowed to jump? Oh, they can jump. They can jump. Okay, so then bam, 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 bam. The rest of it stays the same. All right, let me try to get the basic parts of this built here. All right, I have those. Maybe, hopefully, kind of, sort of. We can have... Come on, come on, come on. We only have 2 minutes left before whatever happens here. I'm gonna close that up. I'll reaffirm that. So now... all of this stuff is on the edge of whatever is going to happen here. How many units of this do we have? Okay, so it's not that high, but look at this area back here. And I'm trying to keep this out of all of the things that we either know or don't know about there, just so that we have that basic stuff established. What I think I'm going to do, though, is try to add some more power here. Because these don't cost much, even if they do go away. They're not expensive for us. And I think we'll be able to make better use of that. No, those are not radars. That's what I wanted. All right. So if I put that there, that connects those guys. That connects these. Put that in there. Connects those. And then that will also connect those. Then I can connect over power to the rest of this. Maybe. Oh, heck yeah. We got power for days. All right. So we know something's coming in 1 minute and 27 seconds, but what that something is, I have no idea. So we'll figure out what's going on there momentarily. I like that we have another, I think we should have another one of these. we need to make sure we have ammo and all of the things for days. Put another one down here, and that's going to replace that. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guns ready. And then in the second round there, I keep thinking everything moving in that red circle is a bad guy. It's not. It's our factory as it currently exists and will not do so for much, much longer. But that's okay. We also are producing, hopefully, a good amount of tungsten. Power-wise, we're doing just fine. We're loaded up on everything else. This bad boy still isn't full, which is shocking to me. And we have a little bit of water going in those things. All right, so I'm going to just kind of stay here and just see what the heck we have going on here. But there's clearly more to this map that we can't see yet. So I feel like they're going to wipe us out, and then we have to fight them back here again. That would be my guess. Who knows if it's right? It's probably not, but I'm hoping that we're close here. But we're in our 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So yeah, we got exploded there. And you can see down here, the bad guys are there. We have to wipe this thing out. That's our number one goal, is to get rid of that tank there. If we can do that quickly, we're going to be in really good shape. The nice thing here is that we do have lots of units ready to roll. So I'm going to move those guys down there. This whole crew is going to go over here along with those guys and these guys. I want to use these guys up basically as cannon fodder first. We can get rid of those because we definitely don't need them anymore. All right, so we're going to move these guys over there. This whole crew. Oh, we still have one of you buttheads over there. Go ahead. These guys, I'm just going to kind of have them hang out here just as a second line of gunfire. There are 4 enemy cores now, by the way. Holy goodness. And these guys, I want them to come up there. They can fit through that, right? Most of the way. The AI on movement of stuff is still a little funky sometimes. And hey, they didn't destroy all of our stuff. We still have a few things that exist up there. All right, but we can't do jack until we have this thing taken care of. So we're going to go ahead and attack that. You guys are also going to attack that. They're going to wipe out a bunch of these guys, which is okay, I think. That's all we care about attacking right now. It's just that one spot. There we go. Come on. Yep, got that. Got that. Fantastic. Let's keep moving in. There's a core for us. Yeah, I don't like the electrolyzer thing either. There's one core. Dunzo. I'm going to start rebuilding everything. And we'll see how that works. And we can start making more units there, hopefully. I also really hope I get a way to kind of have the good guys help me out here too. And have some automated ships running around making all this stuff go faster. Because we do not have a big enough fighting force to win this level at this point right now. Let's try to get some power, or let's get some production going back in here again. Alright, so I'll get that. we're totally out of stuff right now. No, don't build those. All right, we're gonna have to we're gonna let stuff rebuild a little bit and we'll come back. Let's just keep exploring this area while we have some time here. We can add on another core pretty easily right there, and it looks like they have some tungsten stuff, so we can really start going to town on some of this. Looks like they were working on rebuilding some stuff or building up stuff. I don't know which, but we disrupted those plans. You see, I can't deconstruct anything because I don't own it yet. I still have more cores to go. All right, so these guys are going to just come and they're going to be our exploring team because we don't really care if they die. Oh, we found another gateway to the enemies. All right, so you guys are going to sit like right there and just see what they have come at us. This whole area. Oh no, there's still more. How much more, I don't know, but there is more. Goodness, this is just devastating amounts of firepower there. I don't know exactly where this is leading to either right now, which is kind of interesting to see. I want to leave those guys there. We're going to keep building. I want to build up here. Yeah, there we go. We at least have these guys now that can start adding more. They need more power though. Build just the power. All I want you to do is build power. Yes, build, 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 build. There we go. All right, we're almost rebuilt with all this, which is fantastic. What's also really funny about this is we are producing units again. Oh man, this is a good feeling. I know we still have 3 cores to go, and I know they're probably going to get progressively more difficult, but that we already taken care of a few of these, I'm digging it. What I'm not digging is the nuclear attacks. That kind of sucks. All right, all of these guys need to start coming way farther down. So I'm going to have them come to there. And the ones that are currently with us need to make their appearance known and join us down on the site of the ashes of their previous core. All right, we at least do have the most minimal of defenses set up now. And we don't need to have this at all anymore. That can all just go straight down. There we go. Okay. Let's go exploring with this crew. They're probably some of our least valuable units. Look at the map. They very well could be over here. There's definitely stuff over here. But I would imagine there's probably going to be stuff in all directions, basically, other than up. Don't think there's anything up. So I guess like theoretically, that's only one. The problem is this. I was thinking maybe I could just set up a mining thing and shoot it all back, but it's the things that do that are just... Oh, there's a enemy location. Do we go in and just see what they have? Let's go take a gander here. Oh, okay. At least that one shouldn't... That's probably going to be one of the bigger battles that we have to have. Let's go exploring up here. But what I was going to say was that, yeah, we could go ahead and kind of shoot those things back, but it just doesn't seem to... One of these thermal things does not produce enough power. It's only 180 power. Where I think all told with the other stuff, it's like 300 something to shoot the mass drivers and all that. That's over... Where's that at? Yeah, the mass payload driver. Oh, it's only 30. Okay, maybe I would have enough. Actually, probably would. Not going to go exploring with that too much because I don't think there's a real need to right now, but I like this area over here. Some power there. I'm just hoping these like little... Nope, there's bad guys. Oh, we found another core. Heck yeah. This core is just a factory, man. That's not a bad idea. Just set up a core that can just fulfill a lot of the basic needs. Alright, so I'm going to leave one guy back here because they want to rebuild everything, and that really sucks. I don't like that they can do that. Core bastion. Yes, please. Get some power set up. And this is going to be a place that we're just collecting stuff. We're not producing. We're not doing anything other than just mining up beryllium. That's all I want to do. Uh-oh. How's our core under attack? Oh my. Oh my, oh my. I mean, at least we have multiple cores, but like overall not a good situation, right? All right, so I need to rebuild all of that stuff. All right, that was the first time they really attacked us. So yeah, we're gonna have to make some notes about that. That sucks. I was really just starting to enjoy this area. And they also crawled, so that means they probably went right through there. Yep, see? My goodness. They're active little buggers, aren't they? All right. And we found another group of enemy stuff right there. Let's get back to building here. All right. We'll get all of that just flooding the zone there. Bam, 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 bam. Beautiful. Smack, 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 smack. Smack, smack. All right, that should at least start bringing our numbers up. I don't know what it really actually means for us here. but I kind of like it. All right, let's continue exploring here. I should build a ship, the flying guys, because it's just faster. I think this is just another... Wait, oh no, this is a different spot. Holy goodness. And they really want to come back up here. Oh crap. So that means there's a core probably somewhere down that way. Would be my guess. Alright, so I am going to put one defensive measure in there just cause. Put it down there. Put a little router duty on there. Bam. Come straight down. And then we're going to lock that area off a bit. All right, we haven't heard anything about our cores being attacked, but oh, we do have bad guys inbound. Oh, and they want to rebuild there real bad. What I think they're doing is using it as a manufacturing place for the blocks. Huh. Interesting. Oh, crap. Why are you guys not powered up? Are you facing the wrong way? Holy crap. They are very angry at us. This is not good. Alright, well, we need to get some more units out there ASAP. Well, we're going to get these guys over there. This crew. I suppose I want to bring out and over to here. We're going to need some friends to help us out with this, so we'll... All right, and I probably want to put on a container down here too. I don't know if that's really necessary, but I'm going to do it because I feel like it should be done. Ah. Duct unloader right there. Cool. And I really dislike that they're able to rebuild everything when they get screwed up here. That sucks. All right, so we know where was the other bad guy spot that we found? Just said there. So let's send these guys over here and just go exploring a little bit. Really want to start being able to take care of these things. All right, let's go down here. We know that there's bad guys somewhere around here. Let's go over there, engage in battle with them. That one's fine. All right. I wish I had a way to heal units as well. Oh boy. The problem is they're going to rebuild that. So that's a totally ineffectual way of doing that. We need to have a lot more of them on board, I think. What do you not have? Oh, what I really should also do is set up another production facility somewhere up here. All right, I'm going to pause the game real fast because I got to plan this out. Another core bastion goes there. We have several power options available to us. We just don't have a lot of good other stuff. Do I just... Let's put that there, sure, whatever. All right. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to think through the multitude of problems we have right now, and I'm not doing a good job of it. So I'll let you in on what my brain's thinking here and why it's probably a terrible, terrible idea. But what I'm thinking of doing here is, I think how I want to explain it because I don't really know. Oh, I need to give you water. That's right. There we go. Okay. So this area back here could be a small production area, but I want to do more tanks and that stuff. There's also another core area that we could unload even more stuff into. Like we have lots and lots and lots of options here. It's just a matter of how do we best take advantage of them. So these guys are outputting. They're doing what I want them to do for the most part here. But I have to keep resupplying this area with more units because we're going to keep getting smacked down a lot there if we don't. This area can serve to be strengthened a bit, though. All right, so all of that's all well and good. Where did our little exploratory first go over here? I'm just trying to see what's out there, because we could very easily build this core out here. The problem is I think we'd be under attack quite a bit. And I'm expecting to find another wall of bad guys. Yeah. Just see how close we can get. Not that close. All right. So that's going to be... We know there's another group down here somewhere. They just send guys from all over the place, don't they? And I cannot heal these, right? Yeah. These just require so much to actually build. I don't know what I should do. Well, we do have the mech refabricator, right? Yeah. Hydrogen, silicon, tungsten. Okay. My biggest problem is silicon. We're not really producing much, if any, of that right now. So I need to find a good way to do that. We have little bits of graphite here. I suppose I could do some stuff there, but it's really not that much. And we also have a little bit right here, which is just as much the other spot. And there's another touch up there. Okay. So we'll get the plasma bore. 2, 3. I did not do that right. I don't know why. I have real trouble determining which way these go. Bam. 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 All right. Then we get the cliff crusher. I don't like these are directional. It's annoying. Mainly because I'm bad at it. All right. All right, that, and then these guys are all gonna over. Say, maybe I'll just go straight up and around here. Doesn't really matter. And then I can go to the silicon thing. That was a lot. And I don't know what the payoff for that is actually going to be at all. Okay, bam, bam. Bam, bam. Core's under attack. Which one? It has to be this one, right? Oh yeah, that one's donezo. Not long for this world. Okay, this crew we're gonna send over here just to help. We'll keep an eye on what's going on there, but yeah, it's not long for this world at all. All right, mainly I want to get back over here so we don't have to rebuild everything. This is so long. I don't know what to do. They are staging an attack, man. This is escalating. We gotta knock out one of these other cores in places where they're producing units. We have to do it. I love that this is what I'm spending my time doing, is rebuilding this core, which really serves absolutely no purpose for us, other than it's just a fun place to bottle them up. But for all intents and purposes, this is kind of not an important spot for us, as far as I can tell, unless they rebuild their core, in which case, yes, it's a very important spot. We'll get everybody rebuilt here. And as soon as we have these all back up to snuff, we'll rebuild that core. And then we can go worry about trying to set up a mech factory thing. And we are out of graphite entirely, so we're going to take a little break here. And let's just go take a look here. So the mech fabricator and then mech refabricator requires that we have hydrogen, silicon, and tungsten. Okay, not a big deal. All right, so for right now, what does the other mech require? The original one. Beryllium and okay. So So do that there. And I'm just going to try to make up some of the difference here. What I should also do is put a overflow thingy. There we go. That should help a bit. All right, so that needs beryllium. One, 2, 3 should be enough there. Bam, bam, bam. There we go. All right, and then we got to build the bigger one. And then I got to figure out what I need for that. We'll deal with that once we have a better understanding of what the heck we're trying to do here. All right, so you need silicon. Okay, you need lots of stuff. Get that going there. We're going to put a duct router on this line so that some of that feeds into there. And we might actually set up a dedicated one just for that. And then we need to manufacture hydrogen, right? I just need to go double check. Again, those colors are so close. I have real trouble telling them apart, so I have to read them. All right, so a hydrogen, not ozone. Okay. So that's going to go there, the electrolyzer. And that's going to be put right there. We'll pipe in water from there. Nope, not like that. There, then that's going to go like that. And we are fully powered, thank God. So we're waiting on some stuff there, I think. Yeah, we still are waiting on tungsten. So let's see if I do another one there. Have that going out like so, and then I can power it from there. Sure, why not? All right, that's probably the dumbest thing I could have done. That makes no sense whatsoever. I dig it. All right, so we got all of that going. So we got our tungsten being made now, or the units being made now. So I'm going to make sure this gets redirected down to a place that hopefully we can use it. So I'm just going to have it settle right there. We need to rebuild some areas here. This game is, this level in particular is punishing right now. My only real reason for doing this right now is I'm trying to just make them have to fight through every small little inch. And the more I can compact that entryway, it will make life easier, I think, for us as well. You see how they focused on that and not on our units. So we're gonna grab a few of these guys and we're gonna head over there. This screw's still gonna clog this up. Okay. There we go. All right, I do need to put some storage things on there. We were running a little low on ammo there, and I did not like that aspect of what just happened there. I like that we won, but winning by skinny margins is not a good thing. I also don't like that they just crawl over that. It sucks. What are you guys doing over here, huh? Trying to reestablish your core? Did you reestablish your core? No, but you definitely were well on your way. Holy crap. No, don't attract any of their attention. My goodness. Well, that's worrying. Oh my goodness. Was not prepared to have to worry about something like that. I like that we jam this whole area up. That's good and useful and all of that. Alright. I have the beginnings of a plan in my head. I don't know how to articulate it yet. I have to let it simmer a little bit. But I have some ideas. Alright, let's get this core built out first. Cool. No, see, this is what I'm talking about. They start coming back and rebuilding right away. It's brutal. So we are going to have to reestablish a core here. Like, that's not up for debate. It's going to have to happen. They even tried setting up walls again. Look at that. That's wild. All right. So what I'm thinking right now is we go up to this vent here. We get some beryllium set up, and then we can set up some more of our breaches in this area, and then we can potentially build a core there, but more I just want to have a presence so that they can't start reestablishing that area. Then we can start using some of these mech units and exploring some of the other areas and hopefully being able to do a lot more damage because we won't have to deal with the walls. That's kind of where my brain's at. I don't know if that's a good and or bad plan, but that's the plan that I'm thinking right now. So let's start trying to put that into action and see what exactly comes from it. And then we'll move on from there. So Bam. 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 Okay. All of that is just going to get funneled into there. All right. Get power for these guys set up. All right, we have that set up. That's a good thing. Now I should be able to pause it real fast because I don't want to tip my hand too much. So that's like right on the edge of where we probably are going to need to be. At least get started. We go. Okay. We have at least a base out here set up. I would like to extend this up here as well eventually so that they stop trying to funnel through there. Although if we start bottling up some of these other areas, we might not have to deal with as much. We just got attacked by that guy. Oh, there's a bunch of them. All right, they should be coming up here in a second. There they are. You can see they really haven't knocked out much in that area either. The mechs, I'd like to have them down over here, I think. Yeah, we're going to try a slightly different approach here. So I'm going to come all... Oh, goodness gracious. They are really... just digging here, huh? They have units being made right there, which can't happen. Or it wasn't units being made, it's the... whatchamacallit? I was shooting stuff from here to there, there, there. Can't happen. It's not going to happen. Oh, look at this. They're trying to build units. Maybe not. I think it's that transport network thing again. All right. We're leaving that other area unprotected a bit, so I am going to take some mechs and put them over there, although mechs don't look like they're the best offensive weapon in the world. All right. Good. You guys are doing a good job. I'm just trying to put units anywhere we possibly can. This is so challenging. My goodness. All right. Let's time to take a big crew and hopefully go do some damage. Also trying to just hedge my bets. Again, if I can kill their pathway to easily access here, I can dedicate more units to some of these other things. All right, so you guys, I just want you to clog that up. Not my mechs. My mechs I can use for stuff. All right, let's go try to hurt some people. So the first thing we need to do is bust this out if we're going to attack this area. Okay, they don't want to attack that area yet. Let's see. Okay, so we need to attack that first if we're going to try to attempt that. All right, that's the most progress what we've made by far. And they're just sending lots and lots of people at us. Let's continue going, guys. I think this is very similar to the last one. I don't know if it's going to connect around or not, and I also don't know if there's a core here. I really hope there is. But no, it's all false prophet. Well, that's highly disappointing. We used a lot of units for that, and turns out there really wasn't all that much there. Although they are very interested in us right now. Still could be something over here. We didn't fully explore this area. We're gonna try not to lose all of our units here real fast. But I'm assuming the more units they're throwing at me right now, the less they have to use for other stuff. So do I still have crew up here? No, not really. Alright, so all my locust guys, you're going to come down to there. My mechs are going to come down as well. I'll join them with this crew here. This is so much. Just keeps going. I'm just trying to follow the lines because it's coming from somewhere. Do you see what I see? A core, a core. No, 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 you guys gotta attack. You have to attack them. No, 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 no. Oh, thank God. Where are my beautiful mechs at? I need you down there ASAP. Because if we can get that, that's we have one last core to get. All right, who else needs to get up there? I mean, I guess we could bring the house if we really wanted to. Nothing hurting us by doing it, so let's go do it. Flooding the zone, baby. Oh man, we're taking out their factories. I love it. Okay, got that mostly taken care of. Who do I all have down here? Okay, I have a couple of you guys. Go up there. And we did get one of their cores while we were at it. Awesome. My goodness, that was a lot more in the way of all of their stuff, though. Holy goodness. All right, crew, we're going to keep going up this way. As they keep giving us reasons to explore their stuff here. That last core has to be back behind this wall of defense. All right. I need to put somebody on the core just in case. Cool. All right, we have that. Core area there is taken care of for now. I'd like to build some more defenses in that area, but that's a future us problem. Right now, we need to amass a lot of forces. Ooh, that's not good. We need to get some more guys going here real soon. They're not getting through though. That's the most key thing that we have right now. They have not been very successful in their attempts to make movements quickly at us here. I'm still curious that they haven't attacked this at all. I'm sure it's coming, but we've also kept them relatively busy with all this stuff. All right, so the question is, do I want to knock out this area and build up another kind of defensive layer that we had in the past? I think I do. So just wipe that area out. I'm going to pause real fast. We'll get our turbine thing over here. Yep. Plasma board. I cannot get that name through my head. Bam. All right. Then we'll put that all going up and over there somewhere. All right, so I'm just going to move that out just a touch, just so that we can build a breach right here. We'll probably do something like that, quite honestly. Get rid of those for right now, just so I can build this quickly and easily. And then I just need to build a wall in front of that, and it'll at least help us keep this area a little calmer. I really wish we had a repair area here. There's a couple things I would really like to have that we currently do not have access to. And I'm just trying to use up some time to get some more reinforcements for units and all that stuff, but hopefully they're getting the point that, like, well, apparently not, but hopefully they're going to get to the point where they're going to stop sending stuff. The one thing I have noticed is we're not getting any more mixed units. It seems like they're all locusts coming at us at this point. So that's a good thing, I guess, because it's not as many varied attacks, and it should be, I don't know, the locust has a lot of hit points, but if you throw enough force at it, they go down pretty quick. So let's just take a look and see what we have here. All right, we still got, it's not like an amazing collection of units, but we do have some units we can use. I'm going to bring them over to here. Yeah, like right in there. Just see if they've rebuilt at all there. I love / hate that they're still sending units to us as well. Yeah, we're not really interested in fighting you guys right now, like as far as your units go. All right, let's see what that area is. Oof, that's brutal. Oh, that's right, we know this. My goodness, this is quite the battle just to get started with here. Alright, we've broken through their main wall here. It's not going to be a perfect start, but it is it's farther than we've been in so far. I'm going to pause it here real fast. collect our newest units and start them on the journey over here. So they can start doing their thing. These guys are just going to wrap up this area pretty quick, hopefully. And I would actually think I should start moving in, even though that can get us in some trouble. That area is very tight, and I don't want to be in it if we don't have to be. And this is a really rich mining area. I'm looking forward to seeing what we can do with all this. Definitely making headway here. Let's see what's up there. I want to put them just to widen that area up a bit. All right, so we know they have plenty of stuff down there. Let's go ahead and go exploring a little farther over here. My goodness. I was not expecting this when we got started with this one, but I think we're almost, hopefully, close to endgame here. All right, and we've stopped their ability to make units now. I just want to really devastate that area if we can. And it looks like we have our final hurrah here. As long as we don't get another nuclear weapon fired at us, I think we'll be all right. I suppose I could have used mechs to crawl over that. I didn't really think of that. All right. We're now full on core assault. And there it is, folks. We have captured the sector. That was a doozy. Let's take a look at our new content real fast. What do we got? We have Marsh. Oh, we have it complete. We've unlocked it. But we have Marsh next. And do we have any more tech? No. Don't care. Yeah, why not? And also no. So I'm going to go ahead offline here, or off the recording, and build this area out and just try to make it be something. And then we'll come back and play Marsh. Folks, thanks for joining me as always. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.